Happy Monday, everybody, and welcome to the Sunshine State's only true, authentic sports talk radio show where we focus on the teams and topics important to you, the sports fan in Florida. We are Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz. I am Bianchi, Mike Bianchi, sports columnist of the Orlando Sentinel. He is Kravitz, Brandon Kravitz, the hardest working man in sports media today. Of course, the prodigy of production, primetime Jaden Grime. He's over there on the other side of the glass making us sound good. We are coming to you live from Orlando, Jacksonville, Tallahassee, and all points in between on the iHeart Radio app, and the YouTube.
Love the hap.
The hap. We're not hapless. We're hap. YouTube machine, we're just everywhere today. We want to hear from you throughout the course of the show. If you dare, you can enter the Rage Cage on this Mood Check What do you call it? Mood Check Meltdown?
It's a Meltdown Mood Check Monday.
Meltdown Mood Check Monday today. So get on the Rage Cage and tell us what's
up?
No, what's grinding your gears?
Yeah, what's grinding your gears?
What's grinding your gears today?
We sound like George O'Leary when we do it, not Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
All right, so get in the Rage Cage. You can also hit us up on the text line, the Mills Air text line, 50857. We have a lot to talk about today, Krabby Krabs. The free agent news is hot and heavy.
It has taken over the brains of all of us.
Yeah.
I came in thinking we're going to talk Magic winning streak. We've got Arnold Palmer Invitational recaps to get to. And the NFL said, hey, what about a big fat meat sandwich? And I said, ooh, that sounds nice.
Wow.
Here we are. They got some big time signings. This is a frenzy, a true frenzy in free agency.
All right, let's get to some highlights and headlines. All right, we are going to get to the free agent frenzy coming up in our hot topic lead story. Just a little recap, though. 3 big names in the state of Florida are on the move. Tampa Bay Bucks future Hall of Famer wide receiver Mike Evans headed to San Francisco, it appears. Jaguars running back Travis Etienne headed to New Orleans. And yes, the Miami Dolphins, as expected, have cut ties or will cut ties with quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. He will be released, and then they will sign Green Bay Packers free agent QB Malik Willis. We're going to get to that coming up, Krabs. I want your opinion on the big event in Central Florida over the weekend. Akshay Bhatia put on an Arnold Palmer-like charge on the back nine yesterday. He rallies from 5 shots back to tie the tournament in regulation and then beats Daniel Berger on the first sudden death playoff hole to win the Arnie on Sunday. Here's the final call and a comment from Bhatia.
With authority, Akshay catches Berger and gets him on the first playoff hole to win Arnie's tournament.
It took a lot of fight. Obviously, Berger was playing great, and it's a tough golf course, so you just never know what can happen. And, you know, I missed that 2.5-footer on 9, and I was so angry. I told Joe I was just so pissed off, and it just brought a little bit of, I guess, chip on my shoulder is kind of what he alluded it to. And so obviously making a couple birdies there and then hitting a great 6-iron on 16, it was awesome.
Man, this guy came back from the dead, Krabs. He misses that 30-inch par putt on number 9. Everybody thought he was done. Then he reels off 4 straight birdies to get back in the mix. He was still 2 shots behind with 3 to play. Then he hits that 6-iron par 5 over water, hits the 6-iron, almost holds it out, all right, but then putts in for eagle, all right, almost had a double eagle, putts in for eagle, so that put him right into, a tie, and then he wins in the regulation. It was unbelievable, or he wins in the overtime.
Yeah, the fact that we had overtime in golf, it was absolutely thrilling with that sudden death hole at the end. Of course, you feel bad for Daniel Berger. The guy was lights out.
He almost went wire to wire.
I was saying to my wife as I'm watching this, I don't think I've seen this guy hit a bad shot yet. And then it wasn't really until about the 17th hole hit the ball into the rough. He found his way out of it, so it wasn't even problematic, but he had a couple of bad shots that they just weren't as ideal. It's not like he played bad.
Right. No.
It was just that Batia got red hot, and it's hard to go wire to wire. Last week, Shane Lowry collapsed.
Right.
This, to me, was not a collapse.
Batia sees this.
Yeah.
He sees the day. There's no question about it. Tell you this. Here's an overreaction. Even though Akshay Batia and Daniel Berger aren't household names, it's better to have a tournament like this go down to the wire, even though they're, relative no names. You'd rather have that than like Scotty Scheffler or Rory running away with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it's no question. Anytime you get that sort of theater on 18 and then need a playoff hole, even without the playoff hole, it was a phenomenal finish to the tournament. Daniel Berger had a great story because of all of his injuries, and Batia, I think, has face of golf potential. So the fact that you have an up-and-comer and a guy with a great comeback story of his own, you had enough there for the theater of it. You didn't need the big names.
Absolutely. The Magic, what has gotten into them? Paolo Banchero had one of the best games of the season yesterday in Milwaukee. He erupts for 33 points on 12 of 16 shooting from the field, and the suddenly red-hot Orlando Magic just buried the Bucks 130-91. First of all, do we have the song? Yeah, there it is. They deserve the song after this weekend. Man. Orlando Magic. Yeah. Watch out, Krabs.
What we gonna do?
Go get your. Hey.
After this weekend, they deserve a new song. We are the champions.
Man, I'll tell you what, burying the Bucks was one thing, but what they did on Saturday night with the Minnesota Timberwolves, one of the best teams in the league, they thumped them as well.
Yeah.
Was that a 27-point victory, I think, Saturday? Yeah.
So they the PR staff shared this one. This was the first time in Magic history you had a 2-game road trip where you had consecutive games won by 20-plus points.
Wow.
First time ever
in history.
In the history of the Magic. That's how historic this weekend was for the team. Yes, the Bucks were without a lot of pieces, but the fact that you had that win against Minnesota legitimizes everything. And I don't care. The Magic have played so poorly against so many teams that are at the bottom of the barrel this year. I am not apologizing for anything. I will not be apologizing for victories, certainly not ones that are by the tune of 37 points.
We're not apologizing for your wins around here.
No, we're not.
You tell them.
Wizards don't care. Milwaukee without Giannis don't care. No apologies.
Yeah. Give me some highlights from last night, bro.
Lost it in transition. Suggs never made it all the way back, but he'll leave it for Paolo to throw it down with two hands. Little razzle-dazzle as the Magic turn D into O and push this thing to a 22-point lead. Another turnover for Milwaukee, another steal for Jalen, and the Magic will set up once more here in the half court. Orlando up 15. Bain around a Wendell screen. Dez to the right-handed scooper, got it to go. And a minute and 12 seconds into the third quarter, Doc Rivers takes time.
I think our guys did an unbelievable job of starting the game off the right way with intention, physicality, urgency, knowing exactly how we needed to start the game off. Our coaches did a great job of the scout. Guys locked into what their assignments were. But again, I'm just keep hanging our hat on the defensive end, which also sparked our offense, and we were able to get out on the break and get some early easy baskets.
And again, Paolo has just been lights out since the All-Star break. He's averaging 26.2 points, 50.8% from the field shooting, 9.2 rebounds, 5.7 assists. And he's also been doing a really good job on defense as well. He's sort of become their defensive stopper, picking up the other team's best player. And this is what Magic fans have been waiting for. As he's playing right now, Paolo Banchero. Here's the overreaction. As he's playing right now, Paolo Banchero, one of the top 10 players in the league. As he's playing right now.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And that was the point that I was making a couple of weeks ago, because I'm just positive that we're going to have people saying, well, Kravitz was burying this guy. I never said I don't believe.
You lit a fire under him.
That's right. That's called good coaching right there, okay? I believe that Paolo can be great. I believe that Paolo can be a franchise star. I also believe that for stretches during this season, when they needed him to be that the most, he wasn't. And lately, he has been that. This Paolo, you can build a winning championship team around this version of Paolo Banchero. And there's all of those things that you mentioned. He's really taken an ownership of his rebounding. He's gotten better defensively lately. And he's not relying on his outside shooting. He is forcing the issue. Paolo is making it to where you basically have to defend him entering the paint. And he doesn't get passive. A passive Paolo is a bad Paolo. When he goes downhill and says, you're either going to foul me or I'm going to get a bucket, that's when he's successful. He's been doing that lately. I love it. And whatever little piece I may have had in this, I accept.
By the way, real quick, not good news for the other basketball team in town, the UCF Knights. They lose their third straight game to West Virginia over the weekend. That ends the regular season. I'll tell you what, Kravitz, I'm not so sure they get in now. If they lose in the first round of the Big 12 tournament, they might be out.
They have put themselves in a situation where they have to win. And I remember before they went on that run, I think it was their last 3-game winning streak before they lost these three. I thought they were going to have to win a game or two in the Big 12 tournament. Then they won those 3, and I went, oh, okay, well, it doesn't matter anymore. Now you just need to pick up another win. Whatever, just get one before the season wraps up. But they lost all 3, and you're right. I think they're right back in that position. As it stands right now, I think they're a tournament team. But if they lose and you have other teams that play well and enhance their resume, that could push UCF out. So if you look at like Joe Lunardi has an updated bracketology that he puts out every couple of days this time of year. UCF is still a tournament team, according to him.
Last 4, though. That's right on the cusp.
So they have to get a win, and we don't know who they're playing because they have a bye in round 1.
Who had a worse weekend, the UCF basketball team or Orlando City, which got annihilated 5-0 by New York FC?
Only because of expectations built, I'll say UCF, but Orlando City looks bad.
Yeah, you know it's bad when your goalkeeper gets ejected and you're playing with 10 players for the remainder of the game.
Yeah, they've been dominated in 3 games.
Yeah,
not good.
Those are your highlights and headlines.
Coming up next, it has been a frenzy over the last couple of hours. NFL free agency is popping off. We'll get into it next.
Game on with Bianchi and Kravitz.
Got baseball season cranking up. The NBA playoffs are just around the corner. And here in Orlando, that can only mean one thing. The Florida Heat is getting ready to enter the game. We certainly saw it this weekend. And just like your favorite team needs a good preseason tune-up, so does your AC, all right? Before that hot season really kicks in, now's the time to schedule that preventive maintenance with Ziegler Air Conditioning. Their technicians run a full 25-point system checklist to make sure everything is operating efficiently and reliably. They'll change those filters, clear the drain lines, lubricate those moving parts, and clean out all that gunky gook that builds up inside your system during the year. Think about it. You wouldn't drive your car for years without taking it to a mechanic you trust. And here in Florida, your AC is even more important than your car. It's a luxury, not a necessity. That's why so many homeowners trust Jason and his team at Ziegler Air Conditioning, who just celebrated 40 years of cooling Central Florida. So give them a call, 407-245-8765. That's 407-245-8765. Ziegler Air Conditioning. Don't ever lose your cool.
When you're buying a home, who you work with matters as much as anything else in the process. That's why you need Kevin Krager with LPT Realty on your side. Kevin doesn't just unlock doors. He brings a deep knowledge of market trends, the latest home buyer programs, and cutting-edge real estate technology. But what truly sets him apart is twofold. Kevin's strong background in construction certainly helps, and the understanding of the investment side of home buying. Any expert you talk to says that using an agent who is also an investor is the true cheat code to doing this home buying endeavor in the best possible way. Kevin knows what to look for so that you don't end up in a money pit. From foundation to roof line, he's focused on protecting your investment every step of the way. And even after closing, his service doesn't stop there. Kevin has the resources to help with repairs or any upgrades that you may need. Call Kevin Krager with LPT Realty today. Your future home will thank you.
I-4 eastbound at US 92, the right lane still blocked there due to that earlier accident, although it's not causing too much trouble on the roadways. Just slow down through that area. I-95 southbound at Granada Boulevard off to the shoulder. There's an accident getting cleared up. On the major roadways, you won't be expecting too much trouble, just typical delays starting to pile up. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options, an easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
Welcome to Embers Only on iHeart Radio Orlando, brought to you by Corona Cigar Company. Step inside the luxury cigar lifestyle with our cigar of the week. And man, what a special cigar we have for you this week. It's the Black Angus FSG. It is back in stock. And what a really unique cigar, known for this distinctive tart twang, and I can agree with that. Built using a blend of some of the farm's most potent, oily Corona leaves. What you have here is a cigar that goes through a year of fermentation plus another year of blending, producing a really cool smoke. Dark chocolate, roasted coffee, savory spices, and of course that twang gives this Black Angus all of its character, offering a powerful yet rewarding experience that builds in intensity. You're going to love it. Try it today. It's the Black Angus FSG. They're $300 a box, and it is your cigar of the week. Thanks so much for joining us for Embers Only. Luxury cigar lifestyle, fine spirits, and relaxation await at your nearest Corona Cigar. Downtown, Heathrow, Sand Lake, Sarasota, Tampa, and always online at coronacigar.com.
Are your investments in the right accounts? What's best, traditional or Roth? Are you receiving all available tax deductions? Are you paying as little in tax as you can? These are all questions you can't afford to get wrong. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth, and in many cases, it's not what you make, but it's what you keep that makes the real difference. Trajan Wealth and Trajan Tax work closely together exclusively. No more guessing about whether you should do a Roth conversion or if maxing out your 401k is really the best option. Our nationally recognized fiduciary advisors and CPA team work in tandem to make sure your tax strategy works with your investment strategy. We'll even do your tax preparation. One team, one strategy. Isn't it time for a second opinion? Call Trajan today. 407-204-0300. That's 407-204-0300.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Orlando Magic basketball lives here on 96.9 The Game, and your game day Magic coverage is powered by IBEW Local 606. Proud to serve electrical workers across Central Florida, providing its members with a supportive community, training, valuable benefits, and advancement opportunities. IBEW Local 606 has been powering and serving Central Florida for over 75 years, and they are the dream team for electrical workers across this area. For more info, head to IBEWLocal606.org and go Magic.
When you're injured in a car accident and the insurance company denies your medical bills, denies to pay your lost wages, and won't repair your car, it's time to fight back. Time to call Farah & Farah at 800-500-5555. Orlando.
If you want to windows there and pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Wendy's has a new Girl Scout Thin Mints Frosty Fusion with Girl Scout Thin Mints cookie pieces, rich creamy frosty, and a mint chocolate cookie sauce. Which means Girl Scout Thin Mints and Wendy's Frosty, yeah, they're basically best friends now. It's like two delicious desserts just high-fived, snapped a few too many friendship selfies, and then rode a tandem bike down a never-ending road of mint chocolate frosty perfection. So, swing by Wendy's and try the new Thin Mints Frosty Fusion.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
We are Orlando's sports leader, broadcasting live from the FM 96.9 The Game studio. Brought to you by the Nickley Group, Orlando's home team. Doing real estate differently. TheNickleyGroup.com.
I'm Daniel Jeremiah.
And I am Greg Rosenthal.
I know that, Greg. We're teaming up on 40s and Free Agents, the podcast that owns the NFL offseason.
This is where teams are built. Free agency, the combine, pro days, trades. Every move matters.
From my draft boards and mock drafts
to my vaunted top 101 free agents and how rosters come together.
Quarterback movement,
surprise signings.
We'll tell you what it means and who really wins. Open your free iHeart radio app, search 40s and Free Agents, and listen now.
Orlando, are you ready for a weekend getaway that's got something for everyone? Then pack your bags and head to Mission Resort and Club in beautiful Howey in the Hills, right there next to Claremont. Not only can you tee off on 2 stunning championship golf courses, El Campeon and Las Colinas, but you can also play pickleball, tennis, or rent a boat at the marina and explore the largest chain of lakes in Florida. They're beautiful, and when the day winds down, relax at the spa or dine at one of their 4 fabulous on-site restaurants. The Sunday Champagne Brunch is a feast you will thoroughly enjoy. Mission Resort is perfect for couples, families, or anyone just looking for a little escape close to home. If you just want to come over for a day of golf, book those tee times, and when you check in at the pro shop, tell them Mike Bianchi, the Bulldog, sent you, and you'll get a free bucket of range balls. For hotel reservations and tee times, go to missionresortandclub.com. That's missionresortandclub.com. Mission Resort, Central Florida's hidden gem, is just waiting for you.
Felt like you missed something this morning?
It's becoming a disgusting habit at this point.
You did. You can listen while you get ready in the morning.
Wake up with us.
Just tell Alexa to play 96.9 The Game. Welcome back to the premier afternoon sports show in the state of Florida. Game On with Mike Bianchi and Brandon Kravitz.
Oh my. What an unbelievable day for the first day of NFL free agency. The NFL has a way of just usurping all other sports happenings, whether it be golf, the World Baseball Classic, whether it be the NBA marching toward the playoffs. Everything stops today. If you were listening to any of the national shows today or watching ESPN, it was nothing else mattered. Nothing else mattered except NFL free agency. And man, in the state of Florida, Kravitz, what a wild day. 3 huge names in Florida on the move. Let's start with the future Hall of Famer, Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver Mike Evans, leaving the Bucs to sign with the 49ers. All right. Let's start there, all right? Well, let's go one by one here, all right? We'll get to Tua and then Travis Etienne later. But Mike Evans, I'm reading the story, and it seems like Mike Evans' agent is essentially saying the Bucs tried to bring – they wanted Mike Evans back, but Mike Evans didn't want to come back. He wanted a new challenge is what they said.
Yeah, and I think it's really going to hurt Bucs fans when they find out the official bones of this deal and Mike Evans took less money to go somewhere else, because I get the impression that that's sort of what happened.
Why would he just wants to go somewhere else?
I don't think he believes in the system or the team. I think it's an indictment on Baker Mayfield, if we're being completely frank about this, and about Todd Bowles' ability to find the right offensive coordinator to help catapult the offense. I think Mike Evans lost faith in that. Because if he didn't, why would he leave? If he thought that that was the best situation for him to put up numbers and for the team that he's on to win, why would he go anywhere? He's a lifetime Buck.
He would have a statue.
He's still going to have a statue, probably.
Maybe.
I don't think this impacts his legacy, but he spent so long there and he meant so much. I mean,
if he takes
10 straight years,
if he takes less to go somewhere else, that sort of impacts his legacy a little bit.
How many people can you think of that we're talking all-time legends for teams that go and spend 1 or 2 seasons somewhere else? How much does that actually impact their legacy?
But it's usually when the team themselves discard the player, like the 49ers discarded Joe Montana and he went to the Chiefs. This is Mike Evans starting the Buccaneers.
There's going to be some hurt, there are going to be some hurt feelings at one Buck place for sure, but that will wash away with time, and he'll still go down as an all-time great Buck, and everybody will love him, and all these kids that grew up with Mike Evans jersey. I don't think he's such a good guy in the community. Every situation is unique. He is someone that embraced Tampa, and him leaving, even if it is for all the reasons that I said, where he doesn't believe in the team and no fan wants to hear that, there's still so much love and admiration for Mike Evans that you'll get over it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But I love this for Mike Evans because I agree with him. If that is the motivation, it is a great spot for him. The 49ers team is loaded, and
maybe he just wants to win another Super Bowl before he retires.
I would think so.
Yeah. All right, let's go to your team, the Dolphins. They have let Tua know that he is going to be cut, although they're going to wait because of the dead cap money and all of that. They're going to wait till the New Year starts.
Don't worry about any of that, Mike. That's why we bring on Mike Giannetti from SpotTrack.com tomorrow at 4:30 p.m.
Yeah, so Tua's out, and they're going to sign Green Bay Packers free agent quarterback Malik Willis. And again, I hope he turns out to be great for the Dolphins, all right? But he's had 3 starts in 2 years with the Packers. Now, he's looked good in those 3 starts. I think he's completed like almost 80% of his passes over the last 2 seasons in either relief duty or starting when Jordan Love is injured. But a 3-game sample size doesn't seem like a whole lot to invest a bunch of money in a quarterback when you're already paying Tua so much money, does it?
Yeah, the Dolphins' usage of the cap is a wild, confusing ride, but I love it. This is Green Bay South that they have built. Halfley, Packers guy, John Eric Sullivan, the GM, Packers guy, and now their quarterback, Malik Willis, is a Packers guy. Eye test-wise, I'm not going to get bogged down in the numbers because we don't have a big enough sample on Malik Willis. He's stunk with the Titans.
Right.
And then every time I saw this guy step on the field with the Green Bay Packers, a good team around him, he looked the part. This guy looks like a legitimate starting quarterback. We think of Jordan Love as a fringe star quarterback. The Packers didn't really drop off when they went from Love to Willis. So I think this is exciting.
You've got to trust the people in charge with the Dolphins. I know they're new, but man, if they're willing to, I don't know what sort of contract Malik Willis is going to get, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty hefty. He's going to get a pretty, a 3-year contract?
It's 3 years, $67 million. I don't know what the guarantees are because that's always the most important part.
If they trust him and they think this guy has the potential to be their quarterback in the future, hey, let's see what happens.
Well, they must trust him.
Right.
They just worked with the guy.
Right.
You don't take a new job somewhere else and bring someone with you if you're questioning their character and their ability.
Right.
That's the ultimate sign of believing in someone is when you get a new job and your first action is to take that player with you. He's an exciting player to watch. As a Dolphins fan, I'm pumped about this move.
What if Tua's supposedly being courted now by the Falcons? What if Tua goes to the Falcons and resurrects his career? Huh? Will you be?
I'm sure that's going to happen.
Would you be
lefty versus lefty? Him and Michael Penix? It's perfect. They're perfect together.
Right. All right, finally, Travis Etienne leaving the Jacksonville Jaguars to go to the New Orleans Saints.
It's perfect. The guy with the last name Etienne going to New Orleans, the Bayou.
Etienne, huh?
Crawfish Etienne? Oh, my God, Mike, that's his nickname. That is so perfect. How did I not think of that first? I like it. He's got a chance to learn under the wings of Alvin Kamara. They're very similar stylistically. Travis Etienne looked a little bit better last year, but he's still known for me compared to what I thought he would be coming out of Clemson. So
You think the Jaguars I don't think the Jaguars are really going to miss him that much.
They're like, please don't leave. All right, whatever. That is what it felt like. I think they're happy with who they have.
Right.
And if they have to invest in a cheaper option just to add someone to the room, then they'll probably do that. What about the Bucks adding Kenny Gainwell, though? Bye-bye Bucky Irving fantasy value. Good Lord. Kate Otten's back. How about my guy, a fine Italian man, Alec Anzalone, going to Tampa. More Game On coming your way right after this.
Game On with Bianchi Bianchi and Kravitz.
This is the Bulldog, Mike Bianchi. You know what they always say about, sports teams, culture. You got to build culture. Culture matters. And the same goes for local businesses, quite frankly. At Don Mealy Chevrolet in Claremont, family and community and culture come first. For more than 5 decades, they've served Central Florida and supported youth sports across the area. Don founded the dealership 50 years ago. His son Jay runs it today. And yes, he even gives customers his own personal email address. And right now, the savings are serious. I'm talking serious. It's truck month at Don Mealy Chevrolet. Get this. You can save up to $10,000 on a new Silverado RST. We're talking that powerful 3-liter diesel engine that's built to work as hard as you work. Looking for the ultimate family ride? Go electric in a new Chevy Equinox EV and save over $15,000. Plus, have you seen the price of gas lately? You'll never pay for a gallon of gas again in this EV SUV. It's unbelievable. Visit Don Mealy Chevrolet today in Claremont, or you can shop online at donmealychevy.com. Chevy, together, let's drive.
The Orlando Valkyries are cruising right now, one of the top teams in MLV. If you have not had a chance to catch a Valkyries game live yet, I cannot recommend it enough. Top flight entertainment delivered by top-tier athletes. Volleyball, admittedly, not a game that I grew up watching, but its frenetic pace and intensity is so addicting when you get into it. Also, coming soon, volleyball's biggest stars will be here in Orlando. The second annual MLV All-Star Match is scheduled for Saturday, March 28th. Get your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com and search MLB All-Star Game.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Here it comes. At T-Mobile, get the new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra with Galaxy AI. Okay, we don't need the trumpets. We know it's awesome. You even get a 5-year price guarantee. And the best benefits in wireless. A kazoo? Pre-order and get the new Galaxy S26 Ultra. Really? Nothing? Did I mention at T-Mobile there's no trade-in needed?
Guarantee excludes taxes and fees. Applies to monthly price of on-network talk, text, and 5G data on the Beyond plan. Benefits vary by plan. May require activation and are based on included perks. Exclusions and details at T-Mobile.com.
Welcome to Embers Only on iHeart Radio Orlando, brought to you by Corona Cigar Company. Step inside the luxury cigar lifestyle with our cigar of the week. And man, what a special cigar we have for you this week. It's the Black Angus FSG. It is back in stock. And what a really unique cigar, known for this distinctive tart twang, and I can agree with that. Built using a blend of some of the farm's most potent, oily Corona leaves. What you have here is a cigar that goes through a year of fermentation plus another year of blending, producing a really cool smoke. Dark chocolate, roasted coffee, savory spices, and of course that twang gives this Black Angus all of its character, offering a powerful, rewarding experience that builds in intensity. You're going to love it. Try it today. It's the Black Angus FSG. They're $300 a box, and it is your cigar of the week. Thanks so much for joining us for Embers Only. Luxury cigar lifestyle, fine spirits, and relaxation await at your nearest Corona Cigar. Downtown, Heathrow, Sand Lake, Sarasota, Tampa, and always online at coronacigar.com.
Your freedom is everything, and the Trey Flynn Law Office is here to preserve it when the stakes are high. Trey is board certified at the state and federal level and is committed to winning and working for you. Trey is a trusted member of the Central Florida community. He's as polished and experienced a lawyer as you will find, and he's got all the stats to back it up. In sports, bat calls change games. In court, they change lives. Call Trey Flynn Law when you need a win in the clutch. 407-557-6350 or visit TreyFlynn.com.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever under your flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Welcome to guided meditation. Close your eyes. You're at the beach. The seagulls are calling. You take out your iPhone 16e you got from Cricket and use Apple Intelligence to clean up that selfie you just took. It's a good one. You send it to your friends instantly thanks to reliable nationwide 5G. They're totally jealous. Get iPhone 16e for $49.99 when you switch. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Requires new line on the Supreme Unlimited plan. First service charge and tax due at sale. $25 activation fee. Terms and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. See store for details.
Don't let biased algorithms or degree screens or exclusive professional networks or stereotypes. Don't let anything keep you from discovering the half of the workforce who are stars. Work are skilled through alternative routes rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time to tear the paper ceiling and see the stars beyond it. Find out how you can make stars part of your talent strategy at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
This report is sponsored by Staples.
Warmth is sticking around Central Florida. Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. Watching that potential for a couple of sea breeze showers here for our Monday afternoon and evening. Chances are slim. Most won't see any rain. The bigger story is certainly the warmth that will stay above average overnight. Will fall back in the middle to upper 60s. Watching out for some of that patchy fog yet again, to be careful if you encounter that early on Tuesday. Temperatures off to the races for the afternoon. We are staying above normal with highs up close to 90 under a mixture of clouds and sun. Could also see a couple of showers with that sea breeze Tuesday afternoon and evening. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
Staples has hundreds of great ways to boost your brand, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through April 18th and save up to $125 on all your custom prints. Staples, that was easy.
Hometown sports station. This is 96.9 The Game, AM 740, and the free iHeart Radio app.
This is Jalen Suggs of the Orlando Magic. They say it pays to listen to Game On. How much are we talking? Now back to Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz.
Busy show today. We've got Orlando Magic breakdowns to get to. The Arnold Palmer Invitational with a thrilling finish. Champs and chumps. More to bite off than we are able to chew today. And the frenzy that is NFL free agency. Text in 50857 on the Mills Air text line. You can also rage cage us. Hit us up on the iHeart Radio talkback. Just tap that microphone icon and let it fly with your hottest takes and boldest opinions. It's a Meltdown Mood Check Monday. We've got Daytona 200 tickets to give away. We've got Orlando Valkyries tickets to give away. They play again at Edition Financial Arena on Thursday. And you can win by entering the Rage Cage, and we will air some of those during the Treasure Trove at 5:55 p.m.
I don't think we have Daytona 200 tickets. That event has already happened.
Well, we have collectible tickets that we will send you, and you can put them in a case and then put them up on your shelf. Time for our daily coach quote.
This is Jamal Mosley, head coach of the Orlando Magic, and this is your daily coach quote of the day.
That is hilarious. Our daily source of inspiration and motivation, and today's is about golf. Bianchi wanted an Arnold Palmer quote on Friday. I delivered some. I scanned the interwebs for my favorite one, and here is what I found. Success in golf depends less on strength of body than upon strength of mind and character. And it's right there on the first tee, says it right there. If you're sitting there in the stands watching the players tee off to start their round, that's the quote that you're staring at. So perfect time to tee this up, pun intended.
Well, golf is probably the most mental game that there is. I mean, why do you think you're not allowed to yell at a golfer during his backswing? Like any other sport, you can yell anytime you want.
You're really just repeating the same exact motion over and over and over again.
Yeah, but one little flinch.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, we saw that yesterday with a couple of shots. Boom. I'm trying to think of who the golfer was. I can't remember who it was, but he was in contention, and he's in the middle of the fairway, all right? In the middle of the fairway, clear shot to the green with a wood, and he somehow hits the ground before he hits the ball and slices it into the water. Just one little...
Scotty Scheffler, best golfer in the world. Yeah. This guy missed like a 3-foot putt.
Yeah, I saw it, yeah.
I went, for the first time in my life, I said, I just watched Scotty Scheffler miss a putt that I could make.
Right.
With confidence. I would step up with confidence into that shot, and Scotty Scheffler missed it. What is that? Is that what? Like, that he doesn't know the right technique and how to hit the ball? Of course he does. It's all mental. That is what makes the game so fascinating. Golf, day-to-day, can be a very slow, monotonous, boring sport that'll put you right to sleep if you're in the right spot on the couch. But at its best, in those moments, on 18, or leading up to it, really going from talking about the API, from that eagle on 16 on, you could not look away. I was staring at the commercials because I was afraid to miss it.
I love watching like majors golf, and like the Masters Sunday is one of my favorite. There is nothing more gripping to me and more dramatic than a really tight golf tournament on Sunday, a golf tournament that means something, not the John Deere Classic, but the Arnie is a signature event. Yeah, that means something, right? Especially to the two guys who were playing yesterday, because that was either one, either one of them who won it, it was going to be their biggest win. Batia, it's been his biggest win. Daniel Berger's never had a win that big, so that was huge for them.
Absolutely. Yeah. And both with great stories as well. Batia recently lost his niece, who was dealing with a deadly condition. And then Daniel Berger, who hasn't really played much golf in the last 3 years because of back injuries, hand injuries, and fascinating stuff. Yeah. Text in, Meltdown Mood Check Monday. We want to know what you're thinking and feeling on this fun-filled Monday afternoon. Got some Bucks fans checking in on the text line right now, Mike. Somebody said it's an indictment on Todd Bowles. No Bucks fan believes in him. Baker has been good.
An indictment on Todd Bowles.
I do think that Mike Evans leaving is an indictment on Mike Evans' belief of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that is either Todd Bowles, whoever Todd Bowles is hiring to be the offensive coordinator, or Baker Mayfield, or a combination.
Yeah, and plus, so many things go on behind the scenes that we don't know about. Maybe the Buccaneers just said, you know what, we don't really want to give you as big a contract as you want. Maybe you should go somewhere else and earn that contract.
No? I think they wanted him.
Okay.
Zach Robinson is the new OC, by the way. So who knows? Maybe he doesn't like the Zach Robinson system. These are things that they're in the weeds. These are things that we don't often think about. Coming up next, more of your texts, your talkbacks from the first hour of the show, and some other big-time stories that we haven't touched on just yet. First hour of Game On wraps up in just a moment.
Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz will be back right after this.
You want an air conditioning company that cycles through AC units, not technicians. Mills Air's retention rate tells you everything you need to know about the company. Companies that treat their people well are going to be ones that treat you well. Mills Air is family-owned and operated. They've provided affordable, family-friendly, expert services across Central Florida since 1992, and they've been good to me for years. They're honest, they explain what's going on, and they don't try and sell you on stuff that you don't absolutely need. So if your system is acting weird or you just want to get ahead of things, give Leon and Mills Air a call. It'll be the easiest decision you've ever made. Tell them that Brandon Kravitz from Game On sent you by. Number to call, 407-277-1159 and online at millsair.com.
Orlando, are you ready for a weekend getaway that's got something for everyone? Then pack your bags and head to Mission Resort and Club in beautiful Howey in the Hills, right there next to Claremont. Not only can you tee off on two stunning championship golf courses, El Campeon and Las Colinas, but you can also play pickleball, tennis, or rent a boat at the marina and explore the largest chain of lakes in Florida. They're beautiful, and when the day winds down, relax at the spa or dine at one of their 4 fabulous on-site restaurants. The Sunday Champagne Brunch is a feast you will thoroughly enjoy. Mission Resort is perfect for couples, families, or anyone just looking for a little escape close to home. If you just want to come over for a day of golf, book those tee times, and when you check in at the pro shop, tell them Mike Bianchi, the Bulldog, sent you, and you'll get a free bucket of range balls. For hotel reservations and tee times, go to missionresortandclub.com. That's missionresortandclub.com. Mission Resort, Central Florida's hidden gem, is just waiting for you.
It looks like there's a crash near the ramp from Florida's Turnpike northbound to US 27 getting cleared up. I believe emergency crews are on the roadways there. I-4 eastbound at US 92, there's a crash blocking the right lane. I-4 westbound through the city at Parr Street. Look out for a crash off to the shoulder as well. The roadways are getting busy. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Gatorland.
Gatorland knows you need more animals, more gators, and more fun. And now, Florida residents get what they need for less. It's $17.50 admission, now through the end of March. We know what you all need. Y'all need Gatorland.
If you want your windows there in Wheat, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
When you're injured in a car accident and the insurance company denies your medical bills, denies to pay your lost wages, and won't repair your car, it's time to fight back. Time to call Farah and Farah at 800-500-5555. Orlando.
A family office is a team built to handle the 3 biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today, 407-204-0300. That's 407-204-0300.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Guys, here's the truth. Buying a diamond has never been easy, and now with lab-grown diamonds in the mix, it's even trickier. Are you paying too much? Are you really getting the most for your money? Here's the good news. At International Diamond Center, we cut through the confusion. We give you the straight facts, remove the mystery, and teach you how to make a smart choice, whether you're leaning toward a lab-grown diamond or a timeless natural one. For over 40 years, our mission has stayed the same. Protect the consumer. Reveal the real story behind pricing. Expose the tricks so you don't overpay. We've done it with natural diamonds forever. Now, we're doing the exact same thing with lab grown. At IDC, you'll find an unmatched selection of both, natural and lab grown, right here in our showroom. We'll let you compare them side by side, as many as you want, until you're completely confident. And no matter which you choose, you get our direct, no-nonsense pricing every day. No inflated markups, no games to maximize profit. Just exceptional value and honest dealing. Don't guess, don't wonder. Come to the experts you can trust. International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall of Millenia.
Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options, an easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
Follow the game on Facebook at 96.9 The Game. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Your entire sports feed all in one place with iHeart Radio. One tap away. Open the iHeart app and stream your local stations. Catch the latest on Fox Sports Radio or dive into the world's biggest sports podcast. Search sports on iHeart Radio and lock in.
When it comes to mental health or recovery, it's not always about giving something up. It can be about gaining something bigger, like a community that gets you. Because having people to turn to through life's ups and downs makes the journey easier. 1 Million Strong is a community built on connection, purpose, and mental wellness for all, where people show up for each other and move forward together. Choose connection. Choose community. Find your people. Go to 1millionstrong.com to learn more and get involved.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, you need more than just a sign in the yard. You need a pro who knows the market, knows the process, and knows how to fight for you. That's why I trust Kevin Krager with LPT Realty. Kevin doesn't just unlock doors. He brings a deep knowledge of market trends, the latest home buyer programs, cutting-edge real estate technology. But what truly sets him apart, it's Kevin's strong background in construction. He knows what to look for so that you don't end up in a money pit. Owning a home should be an asset, but it only is if you know what you're doing and if you have somebody on your side that can help you with the process. From foundation to roof line, he's focused on protecting your investment every step of the way, and even after closing, his service doesn't stop there. Kevin has the resources to help with repairs or upgrades that you may want, all at cost to his wonderful clients. So if you want more than just an agent, if you want a trusted guide who knows homes inside and out, call Kevin Krager with LPT Realty today. Your future home will thank you.
WYGM Orlando, WJRR HD2, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. To Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz.
Just got word from management, Mike.
What?
We've got Earth Day birthday tickets to give away.
Nice.
The biggest Central Florida rock show ever. Become a gamehead on Facebook. Join the loyal legion of sports fans in our region. Love to have you. Also, change the name of the Instagram account again. So, keep you on your toes. At @GameOn_Sports Talk. Just keep it simple.
When do we change that?
I've changed it a few times. I just can't really settle on one that I love.
What was
and
the other
Game
one?
On is taken. That's the problem. You have to use something else. Otherwise, it would just be at Game On.
What was the previous one, though?
It was Gameheads. But I thought it was confusing sending people to a Gameheads Instagram and a Gameheads Facebook. So I created a Game On Instagram account and a Gameheads Facebook page.
You might be overthinking this.
Oh, I'm definitely overthinking it. There's no question. No doubt in my mind. 50857 on the Mills Air text line. Somebody said, "Where's my boy Jesse at?" He's on the talkback. Let's hear it.
Guys, I mainly just wanted to see if you could send a talkback from 32,000 feet in the air, currently going over Aspen, Colorado. As far as the Bay Hill Championship this weekend, I thought it was great. It was good to have somebody dominate for a little while, and now we need some parity. And as far as the Magic goes, what the heck is going on with them? We could barely beat tanking teams. Now we're blowing out good teams. I'm here for it, baby. Let's go Magic.
Yeah, that's the NBA for you.
Jesse checking in from the airplane. How good is that?
That's right. Talk back from the sky. So screw your excuses, people. Lay in to that rage cage.
Wow.
Yeah, Jesse, I saw him post some pictures out there at Bay Hill, had himself a good time. I did the whole birdies and barbecue thing. We had the guy Mike Montenot from MasterCard out there. So I went out there with Mallory on Sunday, and I went to Pammy's Sammy's. That was the sandwich spot. I got a shrimp casserole po' boy with some cheesy tater tots.
How good? How? Sounds good.
It was so good.
Yeah.
So good. Somebody said on the text line, I want Earth Day birthday tickets. All you got to do is hit us up in the Rage Cage. That's how you enter yourself. We love communicating with you on the text line. But if you want tickets, especially tickets that are that good, you got to earn them, Mike. You got to earn them.
Absolutely, you do. I sort of agree with some of the texters who think Mike Evans is just leaving for a better deal. Mike Evans left because this was his last chance of getting a big money deal. The Bucks definitely couldn't afford to match that deal. Plus, he's already won a championship in Tampa Bay. What did he get, like a 3-year, $60 million deal?
Yeah, but we know that it's not a 3-year deal, and it's not $60 million. Do not get hung up on dollar figures that you see reported
what's his
today.
Guaranteed money?
I don't know that.
Okay.
That stuff comes out later. What you get first is the sticker shock. You get the agents that are attaching the big number to their client, so that it gets all the oohs and the ahs from NFL media and NFL fans, and then there's the reality price. I'm assuming that with Mike Evans, he wanted more than a 1-year guarantee. That's part of it. And I think the Bucks wanted him on a 1-year deal because he's nearing the end of his career.
Yeah, but I am very cynical, all right? And when like I'm reading the ESPN story, all right, about this. And the first quote is from Mike Evans' agent saying, the Buccaneers really wanted to bring Mike Evans back, but, Mike just wanted a new challenge. It's almost like he's letting the Bucks off the hook so the Bucks don't come out and say, well, we tried to sign him, but he just would. I just think this is more of a PR move on Mike Evans' part because it's
like helping the Bucks. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I don't know what exactly I'm trying to say, but it just seems
you and me both, Mike.
It just seems like when the first quote is from the agent, essentially letting the Buccaneers off the hook, I think there's some shenanigans going on here, is what I think. There's some sort of PR shenanigans going on here.
The career earnings for one Mike Evans is roughly $155 million, but we think he's chasing dollars? We think he's chasing a paycheck?
Yeah.
No, at the end of your career, that's not what guys chase that have made this kind of money. They chase championships. This is very simple. This is what athletes chase. They chase money, they chase rings. Okay, he's got the money. He's got a ring. If he doesn't think he's going to compete for a Super Bowl, that's why he would leave. Let's not overthink this. Okay, I did plenty of that with the Instagram handle.
Okay. All right.
He's leaving because he doesn't think that he can win a championship with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And right now, he's right.
Then why is the agent saying, he just wants a new challenge? Why don't you just say he wants a chance to win a Super Bowl? Is that what he's saying?
Because that would bury the Bucks, and he respects the Bucks. So he said, I want a new challenge. I want a new challenge means I don't think this team can win. I'm going to go where I can win.
Okay.
We're back with more Game On.
All right, I'll buy that.
60 seconds away, full NFL update coming your way.
It's time for the roundup.
Oh, we got a roundup for you. It is time for the NFL free agency roundup. Partner, giddy up. Let's start at the top with a hog molly. Tyler Linderbaum, $1 million deal with the Las Vegas Raiders. He'll be blocking for Fernando Mendoza in no time.
I'm sure Raiders fans are really happy they signed a center for that much and Max Crosby's gone. Way to go.
They're improving the offense, Mike, as are the Arizona Cardinals, who are bringing in bruising running back Tyler Algier to be their new starting man. How about Jalen Phillips leaving the Philadelphia Eagles to sign with the Carolina Panthers, a 4-year deal worth $120 million smackers.
Wow.
Former Lions linebacker Alex Saloni, a fine Italian man.
I'll have an Saloni on rye, please.
Hey, 2-year deal, $17 million with the Bucs. The Bucs are also retaining Cade Otton, so don't worry about this Mike Evans stuff.
Yeah.
The Bucs are signing Kenneth Gainwell as well.
I like that.
2 years, $14 million, but they lost Mike Evans because the San Francisco 49ers were able to lure him away on a 3-year deal. The Steelers are signing their new wide receiver, Michael Pittman, 3 years, $59 million. This coming after the Steelers made a trade with the Colts earlier today to acquire Michael Pittman. The Giants reached an agreement with Isaiah Likely, former Ravens backup tight end, 3-year deal for him as the Giants continue to beef up their roster, getting Scattaboo back. They're getting Jackson Dart back. Now they have John Harbaugh as their head coach. Watch out for the New York Football Giants. Weaponry emerging in Kansas City. Super Bowl MVP. That's right. Super Bowl MVP running back Kenneth Walker is now the new starting running back for the Kansas City Chiefs. Love that deal for them. Indianapolis, they get their top target. It's their own wide receiver.
You forgot the Chiefs' biggest move.
Travis Kelce's coming back.
That's right.
That is right. Not technically a signing, but
right.
Yes, Travis Kelce is back. Alec Pierce, 4 years, $116 million. Somebody likes them some Alec Pierce. I'm not sure he was getting that on the open market. And the Jags say bye, bye, bye to Travis Etienne. The Saints giving him a 4-year, $52 million contract. I will hit refresh, but for right now, that is your NFL free agency roundup.
Wow.
Malik Willis also goes to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Should mention that as well.
And Tua is out with the Dolphins.
And Tua is out.
Wow.
So a lot of moves, a lot of moving parts. What's the one that rattles your cage the most as we dip
You're
into
talking about
4
free
o'clock?
agency?
Yep.
The one that I think is the most intriguing is quite frankly, I think it's Travis Kelce. I wonder if the Chiefs are actually happy about that. I wonder if the Chiefs are happy about that.
Why would they not want him back?
I mean, he's still good, but
You think they wanted a complete fresh start?
First of all, he's. I think the Chiefs. You said you love the Kenneth Walker move for the Chiefs. That's fine. I just think the Chiefs. I almost think the Chiefs' window's closed.
Nah,
I think it is. I mean, Mahomes. We don't know how. I mean, he's coming off that serious injury. All right, so you've got that. You've got, an old Travis Kelce holding on. They're grasping at the Chiefs, who forever wouldn't sign, their skill players to big money. Now they're giving a running back, Kenneth Walker. It seems like the Chiefs have lost their way a little bit to me. I don't know. Just seems like they've lost their way.
They did draft a running back in the first round. It's not like they haven't tried to invest in this position before. They have just swung and missed so often now at running back. I think this is a good move for them. I just remember doing this with the Pats when they had Brady, always thinking when they were down in the dumps for half a minute, we'd go, "Oh, it's over. And then they'd come barreling back.
Were the Pats ever down in the dumps like the Chiefs were this past year?
Yeah.
They were?
I think so.
With Brady?
Yeah. They had moments. It was early. They didn't make the playoffs every year.
Okay. I don't remember them getting I don't remember them being as bad as the Chiefs were this year.
When Brady got into his later years, no, but in the beginning of the run, they would win a Super Bowl, then they'd miss the playoffs, then they'd win a Super Bowl. It was kind of like I think I'm remembering that correctly. It was a long time ago, Mike. We've done a lot since then.
Tom Brady's worst season was in his third year, and they went 9-7.
Okay, see, 9-7.
Okay, but that's not. What were the Chiefs? What was the Chiefs record this year?
What was the Chiefs record this year? They were like 8-9 or something. It's not that different. All I'm saying is it's 1 year. Now, if this is
they went 6-11.
Yeah, they were terrible.
6-11.
Yeah, they were terrible this year.
Jeez, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Mahomes got hurt at the end of the year.
Yeah,
so
but they were stinking before he got hurt.
They were, but they were at least respectable then. They lost.
Mark my words, the Chiefs will not have a winning record this year either. Okay.
Part of the problem for them is with the Patriots were always able to, even if they had a little bit of a lull, were able to bounce back because no one in their division ever gave them any resistance. That's not the case in the AFC West. Right. The Chargers are loaded. The Broncos are loaded. The Raiders have Tyler Linderbaum now. So, they're on the come up. I know that Jaden's all upset that Jalen Phillips, the Hurricane Eagle, said he was going to get a jersey, which honestly, that probably saved you about one full grocery bill. So I wouldn't worry about that.
True. I can get it for like $50 now.
That's like a nice steak dinner. And you can still buy the jerseys, just not on the team anymore. And I do like this move for the San Francisco 49ers. They've beefed up in a big way. Mike Evans, seeing him, it's going to be one of those weird ones where you have Mike Evans in a different jersey is going to be very strange to see that on Sunday.
Again, to me, that move today is the most baffling to me. If I don't believe what I'm reading here. I really don't. I'll go back to it. If the Bucs were as the agent says, the Bucs were aggressively trying to sign Mike Evans, I just don't see Mike Evans saying no. That move makes no sense to me. It's not like the Bucs are the Dolphins, for crying out loud. The Bucs are still in a terrible division. All right, they still have a chance to win their division, and
they were in a terrible division last year, and they didn't win it.
Okay, I know.
The 49ers were so banged up last year, they still won a playoff game. They get healthy and add Mike Evans.
So you just think this is Mike Evans wants to get a Super Bowl?
Absolutely. That is absolutely what this is. Think about how loaded this team is now. So Brock Purdy proved that he's not just a one-year wonder. This is a legitimate star-level quarterback in the NFL. Not the top end, but in the next tier. He's in the next tier of quarterback. He's with Baker.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was going to say. Is he really that much better than Baker Mayfield?
Well, he's not that much better than Baker Mayfield, but the supporting cast certainly is. Christian McCaffrey is on that team. George Kittle's on that team. Now you have
Bucky Irving. Ever heard of him?
Yeah. Then the Bucs heard of
Gainwell. Ever heard of him?
Yeah, the Bucs heard of Bucky Irving too. They said, "Get us another running back quick. We need somebody else to help." You think the 49ers are going out and getting Kenneth Gainwell? No, they got CMC, the defensive side. They're going to get Nick Bosa back. They've got stars everywhere. This is a legitimate championship level team. Mike Evans, very smart in the team.
Okay, let me just say this. All right.
Yeah, we got Mike all fired up.
I'll come out and say it. I'm disappointed in Mike Evans.
I knew this was going to happen eventually.
Disappointed in Mike Evans.
I knew you were going to pull disappointed dad on Mike Evans, who's making a phenomenal business decision here.
Okay, but you're telling me the Buccaneers were willing to pay him as much, if not more, than the 49ers, so he's turning down more money. He's turning down a chance to be a lifetime Buccaneer. And again, it's not like the Buccaneers are the Saints, all right? It's not like they stink up the place. The Buccaneers could easily be back in the playoffs again this year, and who knows what could happen. Mike Evans should have stayed in Tampa Bay.
You know whose fault this is? This is Tom Brady's fault. because Mike Evans got a taste of the good life, and he wants it again. And what the Bucs are right now is not good enough for Mike Evans anymore because he had a taste of what it was like to be one of those upper echelon teams that had a true chance to win.
Why would you not ruin your league? Why would you legacy?
It doesn't ridiculous.
Stick with the franchise, try to do another one, and then you really go down as a hero, and that's it.
His name going to be in the Ring of Honor. He might get a statue. His jersey going to be fired. He's going to have a street sign named
He'll get a statue now. Sorry, statues.
Bianchi has eliminated the statue for one Mike Evans. Coming up next.
You don't get statues for voluntarily leaving the franchise when you had a chance to come back.
The Bucs go, hey, we'll match their offer and give you a statue, but if you leave, the statue's out.
Right.
Champs and Chumps Part 1. Who won the weekend? We've got options. We'll get into it next.
Man, I gotta have it. It's a one of a kind. Now I'm going once, going twice. I'm sold to Bianchi on the radio show. 96.9 on the dial. I know him and BK won't tell you no lies. Man, I just love those Orlando guys. Sold. Game on the radio.
So, this is the Bulldog, Mike Bianchi. Championship teams prepare for every condition. Your home should too. Renewal by Anderson's Acclaim Impact Windows are custom built to handle Florida's heat, humidity, and storm season. They're impact rated for high velocity winds and flying debris, giving you protection when it matters most. Their exclusive Fibrex material is twice as strong as vinyl, built to last without degrading over time, and with superior insulation. They reduce energy loss and help keep your home comfortable year-round, which can mean lower utility bills. Plus, they reduce outside noise so you can enjoy the big game without distractions. It's comfort, it's safety, it's peace of mind year after year after year. And right now, during the 31-day spring savings event, when you buy 2 replacement windows or doors, you'll get the third 60% off. So whether you're in Central Florida, the Gulf Coast, or in Jacksonville, visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. License number CDC 1527613. Renewal by Anderson, where comfort meets quality.
I don't know about you, but I can't stand when I see creepy crawlies all over my house. That's why I have to have a pest control provider that doesn't just treat the pest problem, they solve it. You can keep your home protected from the bugs all year long. Get yourself a termite bond while you're at it. Tell them that Brandon Kravitz and Mike Bianchi from Game On sent you by. Get 10% off of your initial service. Burn Pest is a family-run operation right here in our backyard in Central Florida. Go and find them online easily, and don't stress about these pests anymore. It's burnpest.com.
There's some off-ramp backup causing slowdowns on I-4 westbound approaching US 27. Keep left to avoid those delays. You're going to start getting stuck in through the city. Florida's Turnpike's backed up southbound before Osceola Parkway. No serious accidents tying you up or slowing you down. But if you do see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
This is Ross Chastain, NASCAR driver and your Fresh from Florida farmer. As America marks 250 years, we celebrate the dedication of Florida's farmers. Their hard work ensures that every bite is harvested at its very best. Fresh from Florida. Trust is grown here.
Our 2026 iHeart Podcast Awards are happening live at South by Southwest.
And the winner is...
Watch live next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, free at Beeps.com or the Beeps app.
The biggest night podcasting.
Bring the good with avocados from Mexico. Whether you're listening, snacking, or simply enjoying the moment, spark the joy with every bite. Bring the good flavor, rich and craveable.
Avocados from Mexico.
Always good.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Under state law,
A business has a duty to keep you safe on their property. Our responsibility is to protect you when they don't. If you've had a slip and fall accident, call Farah and Farah. We're here to help you up. Orlando.
Join us daily on 96.9 The Game for your Embers Only Cigar of the Week. Brought to you by Corona Cigar Company. Luxury cigar lifestyle, fine spirits, and relaxation await at your nearest Corona Cigar. Dr. Phillips, downtown, Heathrow, or online at coronacigar.com.
If you want your windows there in Reese, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Protect your home with Factory Direct Impact Windows from Reese Windows and Doors. At Reese, they've been installing affordable, high-quality windows for over 50 years, and most windows are installed in under 8 weeks. Get out your phone because now is your chance to win them for free. Just text the word TRUST to 20129 to win $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. Text TRUST to 20129 and good luck from Reese Windows and Doors.
It's time to bet, win, and connect in 2026. If you think you know the market better than your friends and peers, Better Edge is the place to profit off of that advantage. Better Edge is a social betting marketplace trusted by over 35,000 bettors, including me. Better Edge is where I first discovered that you can actually churn a profit betting on sports. With the best odds and prices anywhere in the market, it's a no-brainer for sharp sports bettors. Use the promo code BeatBrandon at sign up for $20 upon your first arrival. It's betteredge.com or the Better Edge app.
Locked-in monthly wireless plans were built for another era. Text Now is app first. Free talk and text, real 5G coverage, and service you switch up in an instant. Download Text Now and connect in minutes.
Other wireless carriers tell you when to pay. Text Now asks, what do you need? It's app-first phone service without commitments, credit checks, or carrier attitude. Built for people who stopped asking for permission. Download today.
Before smartphones, there was MapQuest. Before GPS, there was MapQuest. Before Google Maps, there was MapQuest. And guess what? MapQuest is back. Now on your phone. No printer required. Download the MapQuest app on the App Store or visit mapquest.com.
Enjoying a healthy dinner that tastes great means eating out at a pricey restaurant, right? Wrong. Healthy Choice Simply Steamers are delicious and healthy. The Tray and Tray steam technology delivers crisp veggies and tender protein in tasty selections, like Healthy Choice Simply Steamers grilled chicken and broccoli Alfredo. It's a satisfying meal with 28 grams of protein and nothing artificial. Healthy Choice Simply Steamers. What having it all tastes like.
We are Orlando's sports leader, broadcasting live from the FM 96.9 The Game studio. Brought to you by the Nickley Group, Orlando's home team. Doing real estate differently. TheNickleyGroup.com. Your entire sports feed all in one place with iHeart Radio. Tournament coverage.
Launches a three. Got it.
NFL free agency.
Buffalo's got their quarterback, their running back. Now they've got their number one.
And the first pitch of the new baseball season. You're one tap away. Open the iHeart app and stream your local sports stations. Catch the latest news on Fox Sports Radio or dive into the world's biggest sports podcasts. Open the free app, search sports, and listen now.
This message is for all you couples out there because when one of you isn't feeling great, energy, performance, or confidence, it affects both of you. At Florida Center for Hormones and Wellness, they've got treatments that help both men and women reconnect. For the guys, there's shockwave therapy and the P-Shot, natural, non-surgical ways to boost performance and blood flow in the bedroom. For women, they offer shockwave therapy and Emcella, therapies that improve comfort, sensitivity, and pelvic strength post-menopause. It's all medical, all natural, and it really works. Dr. John Carrazella and his team know this isn't just about physical performance. It's about restoring confidence and connection. If you and your partner want to feel like your best selves again, together, start here. Go to hormonesandwellness.com/bulldog and tell them Mike Bianchi, the Bulldogs. That's hormonesandwellness.com/bulldog.
For Florida State football, Fox Sports Radio, Orlando. Breaking search Fox Sports Orlando on the free iHeart Radio. No filters, no favorites, just facts. Let's find out who showed up and who showed out. It's time for Camp Marshall.
Picks and Chumps brought to you by the Orlando Valkyries, sitting at 8-8 right now, third place on the season in the MLV. Great product. Go and support them, scoop up some tickets, and be listening. See how you can be part of our Game On section. Thursday, 7 p.m. against Indy. In fact, how about right now? You want some tickets? Text in VALKS to 50857. The next 3 will get free entry on me. We also have Earth Day birthday tickets to give away. You got to enter the Rage Cage for those, and we will decide on a winner coming up at the end of the show during the Treasure Trove. Champ number 1 for me, my top tier champ. I mean, obviously Akshay Bhatia, but I have a feeling that's who you will be teeing up. How about Paolo Banchero? Since the All-Star break, Banchero averaging 25.4 points per game, 9.7 rebounds, 6 assists per contest, shooting 48.5% from the floor. He joins Jaylen Brown, Luka Doncic, and Nikola Jokic as the only players with those averages since the All-Star break.
Wow.
Absolutely phenomenal, top-tier, star-level stuff. The Magic cannot be successful to the level that we hope they can be unless Paolo Banchero is at a minimum a top 15 player at all junctures of the season. Top 15. If he's not that, the Magic upside is capped at a very low level. When he's playing like this, I believe the team as they are currently constructed could potentially contend for a championship. That is why I've been hard on Paolo, because I know that he's capable of this. And for a stretch prior to the All-Star break, these numbers were not as sparkling for P5.
Right.
But he has turned it around, and I'm happy to see it. I will eat crow if crow means the Magic are winning games like this and Paolo looks
it's
great.
like we said when the latest Franz entry came about. We're tired of hearing the excuses. If Paolo is truly the star player we think he is, just like Jaylen Brown did with the Celtics, he can carry a team, right? And that's what he's doing right now. Of course, Desmond Bane helping quite a bit.
Big time. Having Jalen Suggs back is helping a lot.
Right.
But that just goes to show how strong this team is when everybody's playing at their best. Right. Jalen Suggs looks good. Desmond Bane has been the most consistent player on the team all season long. But he's not a top tier star. He's not a top 15 guy.
Right.
Paolo at his best is absolutely that, with the way that he can score and rebound the basketball and put stress on the opposing defense, and his defense has been better. That's a championship caliber type of team. Now, they've got to put it together for more than 4 games for me to officially say that they're back in that conversation, because for most of the year they have not been, but lately it's looking like that, so he gets my top champ.
Well, my champ goes to, as you mentioned, Akshay Bhatia was unbelievable yesterday. A champ goes to the entire Arnold Palmer Invitational. What a weekend it was. What a party it was. What an event it was. It was just awesome. And then to have the theater and drama down the stretch with Akshay Bhatia, who was left for dead after missing a 30-inch putt on 9 to fall 5 back. Then he charges back to tie it in regulation, thanks in part to this shot.
6-iron on the way, and it's cutting towards the flag.
Bhatia! What a shot! I mean, it almost went in. Hands on his hips. He's trying to remain as calm as possible, but this was just electric.
He almost had a double eagle on 16. He almost knocks it in the hole and ends up with like a 3-foot putt for eagle, and that really put the pressure on Daniel Berger, and from there, he ends up winning the tournament.
Yeah, Berger cracked a little bit, but this was so much more about Bhatia and his phenomenal play.
I mean, 4 straight birdies after he misses that putt on.
He was down 5 at that point.
Yeah. It was Arnie-like.
Crazy.
It was Arnie-like charge. So he's my main one.
That shot absolutely took my breath away, and it almost went in.
Yeah,
could have even been better. My chump though is related to somebody who was involved, at least briefly, with the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Rory McIlroy withdrawing. Oh, my back hurts. My little back hurts.
Well, come on.
While warming up in the morning, Rory said he felt a small twinge in his back. Not the twinge. Oh, it's the worst. The little twinge that takes you out of competition. But it's not just him. We had 3 players, to my count, withdraw from the tournament. I know golf isn't the toughest sport in the world, but come on. I question the severity of these injuries, that you have multiple players going, I just can't make it.
Well, if the Players' Championship wasn't this week, I mean, the Arnie's a big event, all right? But Players' Championship is bigger, all right? So they're not going to aggravate an injury and blow their chance to play and possibly win the Players' Championship.
What happened to toughness? Austin Smotherman checked out. Jake didn't even make it to the start of the tournament.
Missed him.
I can't play.
I remember speaking of the Players' Championship, one year, long time ago, I was in Jacksonville at the time, and the defending champion, Steve Elkington, skipped the Players' Championship. You want to know why? He had a sinus infection. Sinus infection.
Could you imagine playing 18 rounds? It's crazy. It's almost like they don't make medicine for that.
It's almost as bad as Drew Gooden, the former Magic player, sitting out a couple of games with infected hair follicles.
No, that's still not. I don't believe that's real.
That happened.
Sammy Sosa missing time because he sneezed so hard he threw his back out.
Yeah. All right. My chump is much better than yours. My chump goes to Orlando City. They get annihilated 5-0 over the weekend up at Yankee Stadium by New York City FC. But the real chump, their goalkeeper, Maxime Crepeau, all right? He was sent off. Get out of here in the 16th minute with a red card. All right? So what he did was a ball is coming toward the penalty box area where he is guarding, except he steps outside the penalty box and catches the ball with his hands. That is a no-no. You cannot catch the ball with your hands outside the penalty box. That is an immediate red card. So he knew what he did because he tried to drop the ball real quick. Like, it hit me in the chest. No, he caught it and then dropped it, and then he gets the red card, and Orlando City had to play the rest of the match with only 10 players. So, yeah, he gets a big-time jump for that.
Yeah, when it seems like they have trouble at goalkeeper.
Go watch the video of it. Watch
it, Mike. I watched the whole match. Okay, sure I saw it pillar to post.
There you go.
What day do they play on again? Up next, our start of the week mic'd up. We're going to hear from the movers and the shakers from this past weekend. An exciting one in the sports world. Coming right back after this.
Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz.
I've told you many, many times, all right? There are few things in life you need to get straight, all right? And one of the things is once you get into your 50s, your 60s, you need to start thinking about retirement. In sports, we know all championship teams start with a game plan, all right? Doesn't matter the sport. It's also the same in your financial life. You need to have a game plan. You need somebody to look at the big picture. That's why I contacted Trajan Wealth, all right? I actually am a client now. I don't just talk about them on the radio. Let me tell you, they made retirement planning simple. No pressure, no confusing jargon, just clear, honest advice from fiduciaries who put my goals first. What does fiduciary mean? That means the more money you make, the more money they make. I thought I had things in good shape until they gave my plan a second look. It turns out there were some big opportunities I was missing. Like I had an old 401k with a previous employer. They put that money to work for me again. If you've ever wondered whether your plan could be better, get a second opinion. Build your own championship strategy with Trajan Wealth. Give them a call, 407-204-0300. Tell them Mike Bianchi sent you, or visit TrajanWealth.com to schedule your free consultation. That's TRAJAN Wealth.com. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth LLC, SEC registered investment advisor, client paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
If you're looking for something fun, social, adventurous, if that sounds like you, head to Bananas Axe Cabana in Lake Buena Vista. Let me tell you, this place is a blast. Safe, social, just the right amount of adrenaline, and way more interactive than sitting at a bar staring at a TV screen. Corporate events, great for that. Team building, birthday parties, bachelor and bachelorette parties, or just blowing off some steam after a tough day at work. Go and check them out this weekend. It's Bananas Axe Cabana. Bananas Axe Cabana on Instagram. Go check them out there as well. See what you miss.
Ever wonder what it's like behind the counter at those big corporate jewelry stores? Max Woodson knows, and it wasn't pretty.
It's hard to do what's best for the customer when you're given a strict outline on the profit you need to make, the dollars you need to make, the goals you need to hit, the commissions you have to hit. It's really hard to do what's right for the customer.
That's why Max left the Wall Street-owned chains and joined International Diamond Center, a locally owned dealer. At IDC, it's not about quotas, it's about you.
It's getting to know people, getting to talk to people, build relationships. It's something that's important. It's what I love most.
At IDC, Max can focus on what matters, doing right by customers, even if it means less profit.
I have a scenario where I have a customer that I can do the right thing for, even if it maybe makes us less money at times, and we make it happen.
That freedom means better quality diamonds, fair prices, full transparency, and honest service.
We have freedom. We're allowed to be creative, do what's best, and they really support that, and it means a lot.
International Diamond Center, where you're a family, not a sales target. Visit us in Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall at Millennia for diamonds with integrity.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth LLC, a SEC registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Orlando Magic basketball lives here on 96.9 The Game, and your game day Magic coverage is powered by IBEW Local 606, powering and serving Central Florida for over 75 years. For more info, head to IBEWLocal606.org and go Magic.
Don't just listen to Game On, watch us. Find the show on YouTube by searching 96.9 The Game. Catch all the live reactions to the wildest things that we say all week long. The first 2 hours of our show is streamed live daily on YouTube. And after the show, make sure to catch up on what you may have missed with our YouTube Reels. Don't worry, I'll teach Bianchi what that means when I wrap up this ad. It's the best way to keep up with your favorite afternoon sports talk show. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the big screen.
Yo, Harvey, Zoe, group selfie.
Ooh, nice new iPhone 17, Drewski.
Let's do a triangle formation. I'm in front.
With the center stage front camera, everyone fits in the shot.
You got it at T-Mobile.
But switching takes forever.
Not anymore. Now you can switch to T-Mobile in just 15 minutes.
Focus, people. Nail your pose.
And you get a new iPhone 17 on them.
No way.
Yes way.
No way.
Yes way, guys. Switch to T-Mobile and get iPhone 17 on us. And right now, we'll pay off your old phone up to $800.
I'm grabbing my phone and switching to T-Mobile right now.
Get back, Harvey. We're taking a let's go again, y'all.
With 24 monthly bill credits, finance agreement, 256 gigabytes, $830, eligible trade-in, example iPhone 13, and new qualifying line, $60 plus per month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees. For well-qualified customers, plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. $800 via virtual prepaid card. Card typically takes 15 days after rebate submission, no cash access, and card expires in 6 months. Check out in 15 minutes per line. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this.
Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
This is Ross Chastain, NASCAR driver and your Fresh from Florida farmer. When you shop for locally grown fruits and vegetables, look for the Fresh from Florida logo. It's a sign of local pride, peak freshness, and quality you can trust. That little logo, it's a big deal.
After 12 seasons in Tampa, Buccaneers wideout Mike Evans, he's on the move to San Fran. Meantime, cornerback Jamel Deaney's off to Pittsburgh. The Bucs reportedly did agree today to a new contract with tight end Cade Otton while signing ex-Steelers running back Kenneth Gainwell Jr. And Team USA's World Baseball Classic run continues tonight against Mexico. Reigning NL Cy Young winner Paul Skeens will be on the mound in that one. I'm Scott Davidson.
This is Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Odoo.com.
Your business deserves tools to make you feel in control, not overwhelmed. With Odoo's all-in-one, easy-to-use platform, everything is together so you can focus on what matters. Start at Odoo.com today. That's ODOO.com.
Dolphins play here. Catch every game right here on 96.9 The Game, AM 740, and the iHeart Radio app. Coaches, players, GMs, everyone's got an opinion these days. Let's hear from the biggest names in the game. It's time for Mic'd Up.
Mic'd Up brought to you by Adventure Boat Share. Unlimited, hassle-free boating, and you don't have to own a boat. That's the beauty of it. You can go boating anytime you want. Any kind of boat you want. Pontoon boat, ski boat, fishing boat. Right there at the docks waiting for you. 1 monthly fee. It's awesome. Good for the entire family. Check them out at adventureboatshare.com. Breaking news, Tua Tagovailoa, former Miami Dolphins quarterback. He's been released by the Dolphins and will sign with the Atlanta Falcons, a 1-year contract. And speaking of the Dolphins, let's start off mic'd up with the Dolphins' new quarterback, Malik Willis. Green Bay Packers free agent coming to Miami. Here was Malik Willis on the Pat McAfee Show.
Yeah, appreciate you.
How are you, man? I love that the hair is
Wait a
where
minute,
it is. Let's keep
start
that
this
going,
over.
especially
Start
for
this
Miami.
over. Was that Pat McAfee clapping? Huh?
Yeah. Anytime you play a Pat McAfee clip, you will hear clapping.
Can we do it?
Yeah, appreciate you.
There it is.
How are you, man? I love that the hair is where it is. Let's keep that going, especially for Miami. Obviously, we're all involved in that. How do you feel knowing that you're the next quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, Malik?
Yeah, I'm great. Just got off the field. Super excited to be down there. I mean, guys I know, Halfley and Sully. I'm real familiar with those guys and excited to go to work and try to do something special, bro. It's a blessing.
Kravitz, you excited about your new quarterback?
I'm really excited about him. I think anytime you're going through a stage where your favorite football team might not be that good, one of the things that can spark some joy as a fan is just seeing an exciting dual threat quarterback out there and see what magic can be had. It's not like the Dolphins have no talent. I think they lack the bones of a good team, but they still have Jalen Waddle. They still have Devon Achane, and now they have a quarterback that can move. Tua's been a broken
China doll
statue. Thank you. That was what I was going for, word for word. And I'm excited to see what Malik Willis can do. Eye test-wise, every time I saw this guy play in Green Bay, I was impressed.
Speaking of NFL transactions over the weekend, the big news, obviously, Max Crosby, one of the best defensive players in the league, leaving the Vegas Raiders to go to the Ravens. The Ravens gave up 2 first-round draft picks for Max Crosby. Here's Max Crosby saying goodbye to Raider Nation.
Ever since I've been here, man, I've had one goal and one mission. That's become the best version of myself and help bring a championship back to the Raider organization. And I feel like I left, everything I had on the table for this team. I've given my heart and soul, and I feel like I let y'all down, man. Ever since day one, I've wanted to create and build a winner with the Raiders.
I don't think you were the problem, Max.
Yeah, Max, you didn't let them down. They let you down. The Raiders let you down because Max Crosby was phenomenal with the Raiders. Did the Ravens give up too much for him? I don't think so.
That's the going rate for an elite edge rusher who's still in the prime of his career. He is, how old is Max?
Was he 28 or 29? Probably, I think he's like
28.
28
years old. So you still have a couple of years left. And Crosby is as tenacious a player as you will find in the NFL. The huge get for the Ravens. They are in F the picks mode. They need to win a championship with the current crop of talent they have. Max Crosby helps them get there. I think it's a move that they had to make.
Right. All right, let's go to so President Trump invited all these movers and shakers in college sports to the White House. This was Friday afternoon. I mean, he had all the conference commissioners there, Nick Saban, Urban Meyer, all these other dignitaries there. They're pleading for the federal government to help solve the issues in college athletics, particularly football. Donald Trump, after this meeting, says, hey, I'm going to sign an executive order. It's going to cure everything. Listen.
Or the legislation that the members.
I will have an executive order within 1 week.
Well,
and it'll be very,
semester for colleges
all encompassing. And we're going to put it forward, and we're going to get sued, and we're going to see how it does. Okay. But I'll have an executive order which will solve every problem in this room, every conceivable problem, within 1 week. And we'll put it forward. We will get sued. That's the only thing I know for sure in life. And we'll see how we do in the court system.
Would it take effect, sir?
But the courts have destroyed. The courts. Think about it. The courts, a bad court system has destroyed college sports and colleges in this country and a lot of lives.
Well, 1 week, Kravitz. All the problems are going to be solved in 1 week.
Just like that, right in the middle of a war. That's great. All encompassing. It's going to have every compass, every direction, east, south, west, and north.
He is right, though. The court system all these laws, every time the NCAA tries to enforce its rules, some homer judge in some state somewhere overturns the NCAA's rules. So in that respect, he's right. I don't think he's going to solve all the problems of college athletics in 1 week, but hey.
It's sort of the irony, because isn't one of the hallmark traits of the Republican Party for a long time, forever, has been states' rights.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to give the NCAA full governing power of their operation, you have to take rights away from states. So it's a little contradictory.
And homer judges, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's why homer judges exist, because they can make rulings within their own state, but their state and their rules impact the competitive balance against teams in other states, and this is the tangled web we weave.
By the way, all the dignitaries that were there on Friday, there were no actual athletes. Just commissioners and coaches and things like that. Yeah, no athletes.
And Tiger Woods.
Yeah, and Tiger Woods, yeah. All right, the Arnold Palmer Invitational, obviously unbelievable tournament, unbelievable story. Here is Mr. Batia, the winner, talking about why he was inspired to win.
I had my niece definitely watching over me, who passed away in December. And when I saw that rainbow on 18, it reminded me of her. So it was really cool, just a special moment for us, and can't wait to celebrate.
Akshay Bhatia was unbelievable. Not just the way he played golf, but I'm a sucker for press conferences. All right, a good press conference. He gave a good press conference. Obviously, a very touching story about his niece. He also talked about, he felt like he had Arnie's army out there cheering for him. It
seemed like he was the fan favorite between the two. Berger was getting heckled by a couple of fans.
Right, and shame on those fans, by the way. But yeah, he was. I mean, he was getting the brunt of the roars from the gallery. So
I think he's got serious face of golf potential.
Yeah,
you got to win. That's the only way to really cement yourself in that conversation. Scotty Scheffler doesn't, but he is, because he wins all the time.
Right.
Nothing trumps that. But Bhatia has personality, swagger, the way he swings the club. He's a lefty, and let's be honest, he looks different from everybody else. It was part of the appeal of Tiger Woods. It looked different, and that has appeal, because there's so much sameness in golf.
He's only 24 years old. You realize he played his first PGA Tour event at 17. All right, he's been around a while, but he's still young, so he's still coming. So
yep, he's got a bright future in front of him. Up next, back to your texts, your talkbacks from the first couple of hours of this great show. Continue to light us up, 50857 on the text line. And on the iHeartRadio Talkback, we call it the Rage Cage. Back with more after this.
Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz. We'll be right back after this.
This is your Tools Ace Hardware assist of the night. Paolo Banchero muscling his way to the bucket and one.
Carter on the right wing. Up top for Tristan. Shot clock's at 4. They'll go to Banchero at the elbow. Spin move into the lane. Got it up, got it in, got one as well. Banchero, they have no answers for him right now.
If you're gearing up for game day, Tools Ace is your MVP for grilling greatness. From Big Green Egg to Traeger, they've got everything you need to fire up the flavor. 14 Central Florida locations, including their brand new store in downtown Windermere. Tools Ace is your neighborhood home maintenance expert, the helpful place, every night and your best stop before the game. Go to toolsacehardware.com and go Magic.
This message is for all you couples out there, because when one of you isn't feeling great, energy, performance, or confidence, it affects both of you. At Florida Center for Hormones and Wellness, they've got treatments that help both men and women reconnect. For the guys, there's shockwave therapy and the P-Shot, natural, non-surgical ways to boost performance and blood flow in the bedroom. For women, they offer shockwave therapy and Emcella, therapies that improve comfort, sensitivity, and pelvic strength post-menopause. It's all medical, all natural, and it really works. Dr. John Carrizzella and his team know this isn't just about physical performance. It's about restoring confidence and connection. If you and your partner want to feel like your best selves again, together, start here. Go to hormonesandwellness.com/bulldog and tell them Mike Bianchi, the Bulldog, sent you. That's hormonesandwellness.com/bulldog.
There's an accident off to the shoulder on the ramp from Florida's Turnpike northbound to Colonial Drive, or that Oakland Exchange area. That's causing some slowdowns on the Turnpike. I-4 westbound from Celebration to Champions Gate. It's going to be stop and go. Expect to pump the brakes on I-4 eastbound before you head over St. John's River Bridge. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Spring deals are popping up early at Lowe's. Get 4 bags of Stay Green 2 cubic foot mulch for just $10. Plus save $20 on an Ego 56-volt string trimmer, now just $199, only at Lowe's. Valid through 3/18. Mulch offer excludes Hawaii. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Grab your gear, Central Florida. It's Truck Month at Don Mealy Chevrolet. Right now, you can save up to $10,000 on a new Silverado RST. We're talking that powerful 3-liter diesel engine that's built to work as hard as you do. new. Looking for the ultimate family ride? Go electric in a new Chevy Equinox EV and save over $15,000. Plus, you'll never pay for a gallon of gas again. Seriously. Visit Don Mealy Chevrolet in Claremont today or shop online at donmealychevy.com. Chevy, together let's drive.
You'll use the radio in your car more than anything else. When buying a new car, make sure the AM/FM is simple, clear, and convenient.
The Orlando Valkyries are cruising right now, one of the top teams in MLV. If you have not had a chance to catch a Valkyries game live yet, I cannot recommend it enough. Top flight entertainment delivered by top-tier athletes. Volleyball, admittedly, not a game that I grew up watching, but its frenetic pace and intensity is so addicting when you get into it. Also, coming soon, volleyball's biggest stars will be here in Orlando. The second annual MLV All-Star Match is scheduled for Saturday, March 28th. Get your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com. And search MLB All-Star Game.
At Tractor Supply, we know you're already feeling it. The days are getting longer and it's warming up. You're ready to dig into those spring projects you've been thinking about all winter. And we're ready too. With spreaders, tillers, tools and mowers, we've got seeds, soil, and mulch, plus feed and supplies for every animal you care for. And you'll save big with our everyday low prices. Get ready for spring at Tractor Supply.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight. Fair and FARA.
Orlando.
If you want your windows there and Reese, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Protect your home with factory direct impact windows from Reese Windows and Doors. At Reese, they've been installing affordable high quality windows for over 50 years, and most windows are installed in under 8 weeks. Get out your phone because now is your chance to win them for free. Just text the word TRUST to 20129 to win $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. Text TRUST to 20129 and good luck from Reese Windows and Doors.
Follow the game on Facebook at 96.9 The Game. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You've got takes, hot ones, questionable ones, the kind that your group chat can't handle. But we here on Game On absolutely can. With iHeartRadio's TalkBack feature, we call it the Rage Cage, you're not just listening to Game On, you're in the game. Tap the mic, drop your take, and send it straight to the show. Think Bianchi and I are completely wrong, which you probably do? Let us know. Search 96.9 The Game on iHeartRadio, hit that TalkBack button, because sports talk shouldn't be a one-way street.
Your entire sports feed all in one place with iHeartRadio. One tap away. Open the iHeart app and stream your local stations. Catch the latest on Fox Sports Radio or dive into the world's biggest sports podcast. Search sports on iHeartRadio and lock in.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz.
I know nothing about glizzies. I don't know any Cardi B songs. I don't know, what's the guy singing the national anthem?
Charlie Puth.
Charlie Puth. Never heard of him.
Cardi B is very funny. Very, she's very funny. You should give her a follow on your TikTok.
What? What are you talking about? I don't even know how to get on TikTok. Can you get on it on your laptop? Because I've tried. I've tried to get on the TikTok machine on my laptop, and it won't let me. It says I have to be on my phone. I don't want to be on my phone. I want to be on my laptop.
Listen to Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz weekdays starting at 3 p.m. on FM 96.9 The Game, AM 740, and streaming on the iHeartRadio app. WYGM Orlando, WJRR HD2, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Now back to Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz.
Got a little break with Magic basketball. We don't have any broadcasts until Wednesday. It feels like it's worlds away right now, taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's an ESPN game, but of course, we will have local coverage for you starting at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, brought to you by IBEW Local 606. Proud to serve electrical workers across Central Florida, providing its members a supportive community, training, valuable benefits, and advancement opportunities. Mike, I don't know where else. Actually, no, I'm going to save this for Champs or Chumps. So I'll back pocket this for just a moment. I was looking at the MLS table. Not looking good for Orlando City. 0-3, -8 goal differential. That is not only the worst in MLS, it's the worst by 3 goals, comparing them against any other bad team in the league. So it's early yet, but according to the experts, their upcoming schedule is really tough too. So
when you get beat 5-0 and your goalkeeper gets ejected in the 16th minute, that's not good.
Here's a question for you. What do you think the more traditional football that we watch, what is the score equivalent to 5-0 in soccer? 49-0?
Oh, at least.
Is it worse?
I would say 65-0.
It's like when you get the 63-0 beatdown.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. That's really bad. That only bad teams lose like that. So that is troubling. Let's go back to the Rage Cage. We've got Bo standing by.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Bo. If you guys want to know what grinds my gears on this Monday, is that I traveled all the way to NYC over the weekend to see Orlando City get thumped 5-0. It's going to be a long year, 3 games, already a -8 goal differential. It's going to be a long season, but I'll see you guys at the supporters section this Saturday to do it all over again. Go City. Shout out ILF. Thanks, boys.
Yeah,
there you go.
Sounds a little depressed, but Bianchi, will you be out there with the supporters this weekend?
This weekend?
Just
probably
moved into a new place.
Probably not.
Moving some tables around.
I'm starting to move a little bit.
But we do have Seb Hines on tomorrow, the coach of the Orlando Pride, to break down what the women have going on as their season starts in the middle of the month, which we're a couple of days away from.
Let me ask you this. We know how fans are with their coaches. We saw it with Magic fans throughout the season with Jamal Mosley.
Are you about to ask me if soccer fans are going to ask for their coach to be fired?
Oscar Pereira. Has that already started?
I don't think it's started yet, but when
Because
will it start? He won't be able to make it out of the month.
Yeah, but I mean, he has made the playoffs every year. He's been the coach of Orlando City.
But they started to slide at the back half of last season, and then this season they've started as the worst team in MLS.
And soccer is the least patient of all the sports.
By a mile.
Yeah.
The fact that he's been at Orlando City as long as he has is a miracle.
The fact that they've been in the playoffs, they never made the playoffs before he got there. They went through
a statue.
Yeah, he deserves a statue.
We're building statues. We're taking down statues today on the show. What grinds your gears? You can win Earth Day birthday tickets simply by entering the Rage Cage. That's all you have to do. Earth Day birthday tickets, the best Central Florida rock show that you could possibly ask for. Go ahead and light us up. Let us know what's bothering you on a Meltdown Mood Check Monday. Champs and Chumps Part 2 coming your way. 60 seconds away right here on Game On.